All right, guys, we're just, as normal, just wait for a couple of seconds, just while others perhaps join us for today's video. We've got a special guest, Kylie, which I'll introduce a bit more formally. Kylie, whereabouts are you today?
I'm in Launceston at the moment.
Yeah, just working from home?
Working from home. So with Harcourts, Launceston is where our headquarters is, located in Tasmania.
Yeah, nice. And what's the weather doing up there today, Kylie?
Raining, horrible, but Launceston's just a central place for us to travel to all of our offices around the state.
Yeah, nice. I think we've got a pretty all right day down here, don't we, Tay?
It's not too bad.
Yeah, we've had the rain, but there's more on the way.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's get started, guys. So, Rob Ham here from Harcourts Huon Valley, here with Taylor Palmer, one of our property portfolio managers, and as I mentioned before, a special guest, Kylie Smart, who's the property management operations manager for Harcourts Tasmania. So, welcome, Kylie.
Thank you, Rob.
Cool, and Tay. Just going to jump straight into it. So throwing over to you, Taylor, if you can give us a bit of a leasing update, please.
Yeah, definitely. So currently 3 properties online. So lowest, again, that we've had for a while, sort of sitting around between 3 and 5 at the moment. So definitely a lot lower than what we were used to maybe 6 months ago. So yeah, definitely not enough to lease for the amount of interest that's still coming in. So I think I had 40 people inquire on one in Huonville recently. So that's huge numbers for us.
Yeah, that is really big. And we've talked a lot in previous weeks about having application pool, but we thought we might talk a bit more about that this week because it's a bit of a COVID takeaway. Do you want to just elaborate a bit more on that, Tay?
Yeah, so up until COVID, we weren't really processing applications until people had been to the property and viewed it. But during COVID, we were accepting and processing applications before holding viewings. And we've kept doing that even now that restrictions have sort of eased. And I think we'll keep doing it just because we're leasing properties a lot quicker than what we are used to. And it's a win for owners and tenants because people aren't getting their hopes up and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's definitely a takeaway for us.
Yeah, and we certainly had good feedback from all parties. So, you know, mentioned there, both owners and tenants really. I think a lot of tenants want to be able to apply and have their application in, but typically in real estate, you do the viewing and then they'd apply and sometimes they miss out. So we're getting some really good feedback from the tenants as well.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks for that, Tay. And Kylie, so just, I guess, more broadly, you're here, you are from our Harcourts corporate office in Tasmania. Can you give us a bit of an update over the little while through COVID around Tasmania?
Well, when COVID first hit in Tasmania, everyone went into panic, including Harcourts corporate, all of our business owners, thinking tenants won't be able to afford to pay rent. However, with JobKeeper, JobSeeker, rent affordability just happened for all of our tenants. So paying the rent was not a drama at all. In fact, in northern Tasmania, we had a lot more landlords and investors affected with COVID employment issues than we did tenants. But the largest impact we've seen from COVID has been the Airbnb market. So with tourism drying up from mainland visitors, a lot of owners of Airbnb properties converted them into empty long-term rentals. However, they mainly were the high end of the market in Tasmania, which flooded the market. We had high vacancy rates, which caused high-end properties prices to drop. We even had some tenants wanting to downgrade their expensive rentals to something more affordable, just as a precaution in case COVID hit harder than expected. However, as COVID's recovering quite well in Tasmania, we are seeing rents, they will rise once the emergency period finishes, and I predict they'll continue to increase, especially the lower end, until closer to Christmas. But at the moment, Tasmania is certainly the safest place, a wonderful place to live and to invest.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Kylie. And yeah, I think we're seeing that down here in the Huon. Although we can't actually put the rents up, those are becoming vacant and we're able to release. We certainly saw the rents come back through COVID, but starting to recover a bit. But Kylie, I think you're spot on there. Probably that higher end, 500-600 plus mark in Hobart's probably going to be hurt for a little while, just with, like you said, all those Airbnb properties coming online. And I think someone in the office mentioned this morning that our borders, Peter Gutman said, is now closed until December. So we'll certainly, again, go along with what we've just been talking about, because obviously people can't come and travel, hence Airbnb's not much of a thing at the moment. So yeah, thanks Kylie. And before we wrap up, Tay, just tip of the week. We started this a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, what's the tip of the week today?
Yeah, well, I just thought it would be good just to remind people or tell people if they didn't know that it's important to clean the filters in your dishwasher.
Yep.
I didn't know this when I first moved out, but yeah, I do it every week now, but they're just in the bottom of your dishwasher normally, but if they're not there, you can always Google where they are. But yeah, just good to rinse them out, clean them and put them back just to keep them fresh.
Yeah, definitely, because that stuff builds up in there in the filters, same as the dry filters. So yeah, dry filters probably need to be done a bit more often, but yeah, great tip. So thanks, Tay. Thanks, Kylie, for joining us from Harcourt.
Thank you for having me.
No worries, we'll probably get you in every now and again. Thanks for watching, guys. A bit of a long one today, but hopefully you got some stuff out of it. Have a great week. We'll talk to you.
Wonderful. Bye.